Nick and Rick's Pizza. Rules for delivering to the CandleMan. Hello again, Daryl. From what we've heard, your first delivery to the Cribble Rock run went without a hitch. Granny Longpaw doesn't often tip with songbirds. Therefore, we'll be sending you on your next delivery to the neighbourhood shortly. This next regular of ours tends to be a bit more troublesome. We're pretty sure he's not ordering so much for the pizza as he is for the driver. That said, he pays and tips well. We'll provide you with the necessary information and guidelines on the customer once again to make sure that you're properly prepared. Follow it accordingly and there shouldn't be anything to worry about. Customer name, The CandleMan. Address, 2075 Maple Boulevard. Residence description, a small brick house with a terracotta roof. The lower shingles on the left front corner are broken/missing. Regular order, 1 medium plain cheese pizza, extra cheese, crust burnt until completely black. Customer description, the CandleMan resembles a Caucasian middle-aged male. He is about 5 feet tall with an average build and shape, though he's slightly malnourished. His body, aside from his arms, shoulders, and lower head, is completely and entirely wrapped with linen strips. Multiple badly torn fabric sheets are draped around his waist, along with a large burlap pouch. His eyes are completely covered with fabric, and he always carries a tarnished silver chamber stick. A large number of white candles rest on his head and shoulders, with the melting wax dripping constantly to the point of covering most of his clothing in a thin, waxy sheen. Additionally, the CandleMan's lips and hands are charred black, as if badly burnt. He's also nearly always grinning. Rules for delivery. 1. Before leaving the restaurant, be certain there's a large jar of pink lotion in the glove compartment. Hopefully, you won't need it, but it's always best to have it just in case. 2. Try to make this delivery as brief as possible. The less time you spend around the CandleMan, the better. 3. Never take your eyes off the CandleMan until you're back in your car. He's patient and always waiting for an opportunity to strike. 4. Never let the CandleMan touch you. 5. Do not at any point assume that the CandleMan can't see you just because his eyes are blindfolded. The CandleMan's eyes aren't in his head. 6. Do not look directly into the candles, for making direct eye contact with the CandleMan is a serious mistake. 7. The CandleMan will try to lengthen your interaction with him in any way he can. He'll usually start small talk, telling you of a sad tragedy that befell him, or of an outlandish incident that he was involved with. Anything that'll keep you at his house longer. Again, do not spend more time around him than necessary. End any conversation as quickly as possible. The longer he talks, the more chances and openings he'll get. 8. The CandleMan will probably claim that he got the wrong pizza and ask you to check the order. He will draw this out as much as possible, often insisting that you check multiple times. Check once, then apologize and tell him to place another order if he's displeased with what he got. Typically he'll respond by simply paying for the one he got. 9. The CandleMan will pay for the order with a large handful of silver dollars. He'll insist you count the coins, but this isn't necessary. For the last 5 years we've delivered pizzas to him, he's paid with exactly 32 coins, with the exact same printed year and design on them all, each and every time. Pretend to count the coins, but be quick about it. Again, you really don't want to stick around any longer than's necessary. 10. Do not let the CandleMan hand you the money directly. We'll give you a bucket for him to put the money in. It is beyond serious that you do not make any physical contact with the CandleMan in any way at all. 11. As we've stated already, never let the CandleMan touch you. He will usually try to do it subtly by bumping your hand when taking the pizza from you, but he might lunge at you when he pays for the pizza. He may even try grabbing your face if you look away for long enough. 12. If the CandleMan tries to grab you, or actually does grab you, blow on the candles covering his shoulders. This will make him panic briefly, giving you a chance to run. 13. If the CandleMan manages to touch you, quickly get into your car, assuming you can break free from him, and lock the doors immediately. Leave the money behind if necessary. Hopefully the doors are locked before your skin starts burning. 14. Once inside the car with the door locked, quickly apply the pink lotion generously to the burns. The pain, as well as the burns themselves, will spread and worsen if you don't act quickly. Take too long and the burns will consume you entirely. 15. Once the burns are dealt with, proceed to collecting or recollecting the payment. Crack the back window slightly, very slightly. You don't want to give the CandleMan another opportunity to attack. And instruct the CandleMan to slide the money through the gap. Don't worry about calling him over. He'll be right at your door, watching intently. 16. Once you've left the neighborhood completely, pull over and check the outside of your vehicle. 9 times out of 10, you'll find a small red candle somewhere on the car's exterior. Do not touch it. Get it off the car and destroy it completely. It's best you don't let the CandleMan see where you live. Rules for being visited. 1. If you don't find the candle, you'll be visited by the CandleMan. When the visit will happen is completely unpredictable. His first visit could happen in 5 years, or it could happen the second you get home. The only things you can be sure of is that he'll only visit if you're at home. He'll always try to wait until you're alone, and he'll only visit at night. There are several things you need to know to be prepared, but this is the simplest and most important warning we can give you. Do not let the CandleMan inside your house. Getting inside and getting to you is the entire reason he's here. 2. You'll know if the CandleMan has arrived when the air fills with the smell of fresh rosemary. This smell is also how you'll know when the visit is over. It won't leave until the CandleMan does. 3. Be certain every single door and window to your house is locked. Even if they should be impossible to reach, make sure they're locked. The CandleMan is very good at climbing and very persistent. 4. Do not keep any lit candles inside your home. They're just as good as eyes for him. 5. Do not answer the phone if it begins ringing. In fact, double check all the doors and windows quickly. This is a typical sign that the CandleMan wants to distract you, oftentimes because he's found a way inside. 6. Do not talk to the CandleMan during his visits, and especially don't insult or yell at him. He may respond by setting your house on fire. 7. If you hear someone you know asking to be let inside, listen closely to their voice. If you can faintly hear the sound of a crackling fire, do not open the door. There's no voice the CandleMan can't and won't mimic if he thinks you'll fall for it. 8. If he does get inside, leave the house and drive far, far away. Do not return until morning. The CandleMan will only leave at 6 a.m. exactly. 9. Do not attempt to leave if the CandleMan isn't inside the house. Chances are he's waiting for you to flee. He'll drop onto you from off the roof the moment you're out the door. 10. Once the CandleMan initially visits you, he'll start visiting regularly. The frequency of the visits will increase until he's trying to get inside every single night. The only way to prevent these visits is to move into a different house. As long as the CandleMan knows where you live, there's nothing stopping him from coming after you. And that's everything you need to know about the CandleMan. He's without a doubt one of our more troublesome customers, but he pays and tips exceptionally well. Each of those coins is worth far more than just $1. We take the risk in exchange for the reward, and truth be told, he's definitely not our worst regular from Cribble Rock Run. That said, you'll never see a candle in any part of our restaurant. You never know when the CandleMan might be watching. Sincerely, Rick and Nick Castillo. Your next delivery will be to Silas Branch.